Welcome back. Now I have the pleasure of introducing the faculty, coaches, and administrators who are with the teams as we update the score. The team from Hammond in Columbia has a score of 240. They coach Mr. Bob Jenkins and the assistant principal, Ms. Rose Friss. Thank you very much for being with us. The team from Wilde Lake in Columbia has a score of 260. Their coach, Ms. Nancy Austin. The principal, Mr. Roger Plunkett. Thank you for being with us. The team from Centennial, Ellicott City, has the lead at 340. Their coach, Mr. Rod McCaslin, and the principal, Ms. Linda Mittick. Thank you all for being with us. Big crowd. All right, now teams moving on into the next round. Each correct answer is again worth 20. See the lights above the team score. If they're on in a row like that, that'll show 8 questions in a row answered correctly. Good for a 25-point bonus. Hammond is up in the round, so Wilde Lake select. Matt, which one?
3.
Here you are. Stephen, Zach, and Meg with your turn in the round. In the last 53 years, only 7 men have served as Secretary General of what international peacekeeping organization based in New York?
United Nations.
Right. Sir Walter Raleigh named the state of Virginia, but his own surname identifies the capital of say again?
North Carolina.
That's right. If its hills were alive with the sound of music, which Italian city would have concerts on the Palatine and Capitoline Hills?
Well, okay. Rome.
Right. On the monitor, the force of attraction of 2 oppositely charged point particles varies inversely as which of these?
Distance squared.
Right. Colonial Spain had a role in the American Revolution by helping pay for what 1781 campaign in which George Washington forced the surrender of Cornwallis?
Yorktown.
Right. If Native Americans had participated in Olympic races, what Longfellow character would have won in a walk because he could stride a mile with each step?
Yeah, that's right. Hiawatha.
That's right. On the monitor, simplify this expression.
A over 4B.
Right. The first chief executive to take the presidential oath of office in his own home was what 21st president, the successor of the murdered Garfield?
Arthur.
Bonus for Hammond. Yes, you had them all. Good. Excellent job moving them up to 425. Now Wilde Lake is up. Let's see if they can do it. Centennial select. Charles, which one?
2.
Here you are. Matt, and Brian, with your turn in the round. The Revolutionary War radical Christopher Gadsden is credited with designing the flag that warned, "Don't tread on me," and picturing what sort of creature?
Snake.
Right. Located in southern France, the Languedoc Canal is an important transportation link to what large sea separating Europe from Africa?
Mediterranean.
Right. At the end of World War II, the Japanese surrender ceremony took place on what ship, named for the state whose capital is Jefferson City?
Missouri.
Right, on the monitor. An idea of central importance in aerodynamics is that as the velocity of a fluid increases, which of these occurs?
Pressure decreases.
Right. Before the Civil War, the future Confederate General Jeb Stuart led U.S. cavalry in what territory then called Bleeding?
Kansas.
Right. Long before the Red Cross was founded, the Red Cross Knight was a central character in what epic poem by Edmund Spenser?
The fairy princess.
I'm sorry, the fairy queen, but close. On the monitor, simplify completely this expression.
2x minus 5.
Right. In 1920, Harry Doherty's prediction that the Republican presidential candidate would be chosen in a smoke-filled room in some hotel proved correct when what victorious candidate was selected in just that manner?
Hoover.
Harding is the man there. So Wilde Lake 380 after it's part of the rest. Baby number 1 here for Centennial High School in Ellicott City. Cyrus McCormick reaped fame and fortune with his reaper, but Cyrus Field went bankrupt improving what invention that uses Morse code?
Telegraph.
Right. Although you might associate skiing with the Swiss Alps, the first slaloms were raced in what Scandinavian country where you might shuss down along the fjords?
Norway.
Right. England has many officials with such lofty titles as Lord High Chancellor. But what Englishman held the position of Lord Protector from 1653 to 56?
Cromwell.
Right, on the monitor. If you wanted to produce only carbon dioxide and water, you would do which of these things?
Oxidize a hydrocarbon.
Precisely. To relax on a sailing vacation, you might want to read W.B. Yeats' poem titled Sailing to What B initial city that was later Constantinople.
Byzantium.
Right. F. Scott Fitzgerald said the important thing was that one put into a novel, but what author of The Old Man and the Sea insisted that it was what one left out?
Hemingway.
Right. On the monitor, solve for X.
-3.
Right. Electricity replaced gas lights in 1892 at the end of the administration of what president who served between Grover Cleveland's two terms?
Benjamin Harrison.
Bonus for Centennial. Yes. They're doing some high-powered work here today. Let's check these scores before we get to the grab bag free-for-all. Hammond now at 425, Wilde Lake 380, Centennial 525. Grab bag free-for-all, each correct answer worth 20. 20 off for a wrong answer. Team whose light is on first has a chance to answer. We have visual questions, each of which is worth 30 points up or down. Israel is sometimes called the land of milk and what sweet substance, Hammond?
Honey?
Right. All four verses of our national anthem end with what same word? Centennial.
Brave.
Brave.
That's right. The 23rd Psalm was once rewritten by what 18th century British essayist who worked with Richard Steele on The Spectator? Joseph Addison. On the monitor, a 30-point question. Delacroix painted this imaginary battle inspired by his visit to what North African country? Wilde.
Algeria.
Morocco, whose capital city is Rabat, so 30 down. Although the Caribbean island of Nevis has a tropical climate, its name comes from a Spanish word. All right, Centennial.
Snow.
For snow is right. In ancient times, blacksmiths paid special homage to what god of the forge, Centennial.
Hephaestus.
Or Vulcan is right. In 1869, the Smithsonian Institution helped establish the Powell Expedition to explore what river, which flows through the... All right, Hammond. Your answer? Quickly. It's the Colorado River through the Grand Canyon, 20 down. Dating from 1870, on the monitor now, here we go. Dating from 1870, this picture shows Susan B. Anthony on the left. Hammond.
Elizabeth Cady Stanton.
That's the other woman is right, 30 points. If the cosine of 60 degrees is 1/2, what is the cosine of 420 degrees? Centennial.
1/2.
Right. A contest for the war with the most unusual name might be one, Hammond.
War of Jenkins' Ear.
Is that your coach? Right, that's good for 20. Choice. According to the theory of relativity, if an object is in motion relative to an observer, the observer records that the object elongates while it
Shrinks.
That's right. Well, we'll accept that. It contracts, so we accept it. That's right. On the monitor, a 30-point question. Not much changed since Darwin visited here in 1835. Wilde.
Galapagos Islands.
Those are the Galapagos Islands, is right. One example of a palindrome is the young hero of Dickens. All right, Wilde.
Pip.
Pip, spelled the same backwards and forwards. Long before Ronald Reagan became US, he's a president, at one Greek word meaning, I have found it, Hammond.
Eureka.
That's it. The Mexican War was opposed by what former U.S. president who served in the House of Representatives? Hammond.
John Quincy.
Mexican. Okay.
Okay. John Quincy Adams.
That's the man. In 1958, when parking meters were first allowed in England, London installed what number of parking meters? Equal to 25 squared. Hammond.
No, 625.
625.
That's right. An Iroquois word meaning beautiful waters names what river formed by the Allegheny and Monongahela? Hammond.
Ohio.
That's right. If the legendary, say again?
Ohio.
Hammond.
Ohio.
Yeah, Hammond is right. If the legendary King Minos were minus his kingdom, he'd be missing what largest of the, all right, Centennial.
Crete.
Of the Greek islands, Crete is right. In 1896, the Rumford Medal of Britain's Royal Society for Science was given to what German physicist who had discovered X-rays? Centennial.
Röntgen.
Right. While many famous paintings, is that it? Am I hearing the buzzer? Is that it? That's the buzzer for the end of the. It's all over.
This is O'Donna Matthews, Consumer Advisor to Giant Food.
Behind this familiar voice is a real person. Someone who cares about nutrition, saving you money,
So we do provide the unit price.
and who cares about the quality of food you eat.
Walk around, you can plan. That's right.
O'Donna listens to your suggestions and designs programs around your needs.
Yes, Mrs. Davis, the suggestion you gave us in the comment card is a good one, and I'd like to see.
At Giant, fresh ideas don't just happen. They burst with flavor. They're tossed in Old Bay and take shape before your very eyes. Our fresh ideas rise to the occasion and meet your satisfaction.
We've got fresh ideas, great values too. At Giant, my Giant.
Well, the end of the show sneaked up on us, but it's over, and here are the final scores, and time for us to make our awards. Thanks very much to the team from Wilde Lake High School. They're in Columbia, and the award from Giant Food is for $350. Very good work, Matt, and Brian. Thank you. And the excellent team, also in Columbia, Hammond High. Hammond. A score of 555. Another award for $350 from Giant Food. Now, our winning team and winning score is in Ellicott City, 645, Centennial High. The award from Giant is for $500. And thank you very much, KC, Charles, and Albert, as we also thank Stephen, Zach, and Meg. KC, Charles, and Albert will be back in the next round to face two other playoff winners in a semifinal match. Next week, another playoff Linganore, Governor Thomas Johnson, and Athelton. I'm Mac McGarry. Thanks, parents and teachers. Now, come on up here. It's academic. Brought to you by Giant Food. Giant. Fresh ideas, great values. That's Giant.